Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is Kendrell with your lunchbox segment, and it's lunchtime, and we are actually sitting here with Liberty women's cross country runner Adelyn Ackley. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, thank you.
All right, that's awesome. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to sit down and talk to me. I know I was speaking to Paul, and he was like, "Yeah, she has a busy schedule. We're gonna try to get her in, and we're gonna try to make it happen." So I appreciate you taking that time out. Um, First thing I wanted to ask you is just like you're a freshman, so just
Yep.
how how has the transition been, just coming from Mears, Michigan, over to Lynchburg, Virginia?
So transition's been pretty good. It's actually gone better than I thought because I've always been like a homebody and I wanted to stay close to my home. But once I got here to college, the team just really took me in, the coaches, and that all went really well. So, I mean, I haven't had much time to think about home and be homesick. So, just they're keeping us to a tight, busy schedule, and it's been a lot of fun.
All right, it's awesome because I know just your first this is your first time just living outside of Mears.
Living
So
outside,
just
yeah.
tell me, growing up in Mears, just what is it like just from being in Lynchburg?
Ooh, well, the weather difference is really big.
Oh, really?
Um, yeah, yeah, here it's like so hot for me. I mean, we get to the 90s or sometimes the hundreds here, but back in Michigan, it's like 70s during the summer and then it can get below zero in the winter. So that's definitely been different. And then the whole city aspect. I mean, I grew up in the rural area in the country, and so that's different too, trying to adjust to the city life.
Got you. All right. Well, since I mean, soon as classes started, you started out just the season started. So,
Mhm.
just tell me your first two races, just at the FGCU Invitational and the Liberty Challenge. You finished by
Mhm.
an average of 62 seconds ahead of everyone. Just how
Mhm.
was your coaching staff prepared you for your introduction?
They're preparing me really well. They're having me do more speed work now because when I was in high school, I'd mostly do miles. So I think they've been doing a great job of slowly adjusting me to speed work and getting me prepared for races like that. And yeah, those races both went really well. They're smaller races, but it's a good transition to the college level of running.
Okay, well, tell me your first race because it's your first collegiate run. I know just coming out of high school, like you've finished nationally, three-time state champion, all of that. Just your first collegiate run. Just tell me just walk me through
Oh,
everything you were thinking.
so before the race, I was really nervous just because it was my first one, but it was a smaller meet. So I guess, I mean, I probably shouldn't have got as nervous, but it was a 4K. And when I was out there, I just remember thinking, man, this is my first college race. Who would have ever thought I'd be running in college one day since I started in middle school? I never really thought I'd be to this level. So it's been just really awesome. And I'm glad God gave me that opportunity to be running in that race. So.
Okay, well, let's speak on that. Since you started running in middle school, what got you into running?
Actually, it was my sister and my dad. So my sister started running when she was in seventh grade, and she's like a year older than me. And so she started doing really well. And my dad and mom both ran in college. So there's, I guess you'd say, talent in the blood. But so I wanted to start running because my sister was doing well. And at first, I didn't really like it, and I just kind of took it easy and stuff. But then I remember there was a meet, an invite when I was in seventh grade, and I told my dad I was wanted to go for the 2 mile middle school record, and he didn't really think I could do it because my sister had been trying to get the middle school record for a really long time, but she hadn't been able to, and she was in eighth grade. And so when my dad said, "Okay, you can try that," I thought he believed that I could get it. So I really tried hard that meet, and I ended up running a 12:11, but I didn't get the record. But then I realized that I had some talent to get it, and the record was 12:03. And so coming back into my eighth grade year, I trained really hard because I wanted to get that record, and I ended up breaking it by a minute. So that was
Oh,
cool.
wow, a
11:02.
minute.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So you broke a record by a minute.
Yeah.
Wow, the things that I can do in a minute. Like, that's just crazy. Congratulations, first and foremost, that you
Thanks.
set that goal. I heard that, well, I read an article that your father was very competitive, so you definitely
Mhm.
that came from him. So that's awesome that he actually just put that out there and just baited you a little bit to crush that. So
Yeah, yeah.
did he ever mention that he didn't think you were going to do it?
Yeah. I've told him that before. Yeah, I asked him about it later, like when I was in eighth grade. I was like, "Did you actually think I was gonna get that record?" And he's like, "Nope. I thought your sister had more talent than you, but
Wow. Wow, your dad's honest.
yeah, he is sometimes."
That's pretty awesome. Well, actually, just going into, I wanted to speak on just coming up in Mears, Michigan, because again, just going back to the article I was reading, you like to hunt
Yeah, I really love
and
hunting.
fish. Yeah, tell me about this because yeah, that's not me. So I definitely would love to hear this. Like, what got you into hunting and fishing?
My grandpa got me into hunting and fishing. So when I was younger, I really liked fishing a lot.
Hmm.
And my grandpa ended up having, let's see, it was either his back surgery or heart surgery done. But, anyways, he couldn't hunt that year because of his surgery. And he ended up telling me, "Hey, Adeline, you're going to have to shoot all the deer for me this year instead of going fishing." And so I took that seriously and I was like, "Okay, we're going to go hunting." And that year I ended up getting a nice 8 point, and I just got hooked after that. And I like any kind of hunting. Duck hunting is my favorite, but I also coyote hunt. I hunt deer, squirrels, rabbits, birds, all the kind of stuff that has a season on.
Tell me
So,
which one's the hardest to get?
which thing's the hardest?
Hmm.
Either a coyote or a big buck.
How do you like? So for a coyote, just how do you even just go about finding one and what's the process?
Okay, so my grandpa has what he calls a coyote posse. He has a bunch of guys come out and join him in the winter time on snowmobiles with their dogs. And we go and we find tracks that go into a woods. And then we all surround the area and then send the dogs into the tracks and to chase out the coyote. And we wait on the outside. And then we just shoot them when they come out. But if they get away, then we chase them. So that's always really fun. And that's definitely made me faster, I think, too, just chasing coyotes through the
I
deep
can believe it.
snow.
I can believe it. Just chasing coyotes. So yeah, I can understand that. So I see why you breaking records by a minute. Yeah, you're out chasing coyotes. So it makes sense. So um also I wanted to ask because I run as well and run nowhere near as fast as you. So what we're trying to do myself, I'm trying to get my mile under 10 minutes. Just tell me what are some things I can do?
Okay, so I would say consistency is key. You have to run consistently every week and every day. Just make sure you're getting out there and doing the work, and you'll see improvement. So, and then from there, you can build in some speed work, and yeah, you'll make some improvements. So,
Okay, well, just tell me, since this is your freshman year, is there any individual goals or any team goals that you set for yourself, just that you wanted to achieve at Liberty while you were there?
okay, so I'm hoping that our team can qualify for nationals either next year or the year after. That's kind of a goal for the team. And then my goal is to make it to nationals my freshman year and cross country. So, and then I guess, I mean, for time goals and track, I've never really run like so they switch up the events. So I don't know the times exactly conversion. So I'm gonna have to figure that out first before I come up with goals. But I'll have some.
All right, so we have goals, and I'm pretty sure your dad's Terrence telling somewhere, just thinking, she probably can't do it. So
No, he believes in me.
yeah, so yeah, he's gonna set that seed so you can go out and crush it. So I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure right now that's just his motive. So he
yeah.
knows that you can do it. He just plants that seed of doubt, so you go out there and just kill it. So
Mm.
um, again, I wanted to thank you for again taking the time out of your busy schedule and sitting down with me and talking about what just coyote hunting, the coyote posse, fishing, everything. So I look forward to seeing more of you in the future. And this is Kendra Watkins. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Lunchbox, and we are here again with our freshman and our two-time freshman and two-time runner of the week, Adelyn Ackley. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you.